Hi everyone. So I've just finished making the video on how to put up this two-person tent, and while I was making that video I had my fire going. I'll show you it now. It's just over there. Zoom in a bit on that. It's actually quite a good fire. I'm quite proud of that. I did that with my new fire steel and flint, and while I was making that video I actually had a pot of water on to make some tea. It's called spruce tea or pine needle tea, whatever you want to call them. It's really, really nice. And it's a great morale booster in a survival and bushcraft situation, even for camping. Spruce tea. It is lovely to be outside in nature, you know. Here you go, look, I'll show you actually. Oh, let's get up, go into the light a bit more. There we go, look, you can see if I pull that out. That's the spruce I've collected on the way here. Can't sit over near my fire, I think. It's a bit warmer over there. Let's put that down a minute. Sorry about this, people. It's not very good camera. I'm not a very good cameraman. Alright, here's my new fire steel and flint. It's actually pretty good. I think it cost me about £2 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description to it below. Oh, the fire's moving. It gives a pretty good damn spark. If I just put the camera there on my legs. Oh, stay still, camera. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Every time I manage to balance it, it moves. Oh, I'll just rest it there. That's it, that'll do. As you see, this actually has teeth on it, if that would just autofocus. That actually has teeth on it. It's got a nice little lanyard. I'm going to replace that later on with paracord. And then what you do is you put it at the top. You give it a nice flick until you get a spark onto your tinder. Just like that. It's pretty good for the money. I think it cost me about £2 roughly. I've also got some other stuff coming. I've got my new knife coming soon. I'll put a link to that in the description as well, just because I'm a bit of a silly person. I'm a bit of a silly person, and I actually lost my X-Toll out here somewhere. Not sure where, but I put it in my pocket, and I'm guessing I've dropped it. So I've brought a new knife. I'm just waiting for that to come any day. Well, it'll come just before Christmas, so it's not too bad. But it's not exactly the knife that I wanted. But it's a knife. It's a knife. But I'll put a link in the description to that as well, in case anyone wants to check it out. I'll put a link in the description of this, my fire steel and flint. Brand new. I've literally got that today, and I've used that to make this fire that I've got. I'm also waiting on some waterproof matches, and on Monday I'm going to be ordering some water purification tablets for my survival pack, just because I can't always sit down and boil water and have a nice cup of tea. But it is great to be able to do that. But you can't always do that. You've not always got the time. So it's best to have some tablets to be able to purify the water, so you've got clean drinking water. Although I don't actually need to be drinking that tea right now, just because if I go into the into here, I've actually got a nice Stella Artois. I think that's how it's pronounced. I can sit here by my campfire tonight before I go home and have a nice beer, and that's going to be great. It's nice and cool, nice and cold. So, like I said, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and remember, be prepared, because